Hello and welcome to the My Style Show, formerly known as Redraw. Hopefully, there'll be some little spinny effect that reveals my logo for My Style on the screen here. But yes, hello, this is the first episode of a rebrand of a show I did on a completely different channel, formerly known as Amaze Games, before I converted to A.O.K Media. I probably will be uploading a compilation of all the original redraw episodes because there's probably going to be some references to them in this video. But yes, if you don't know, which why would you? Not a very big YouTuber clearly at this time I am recording this. I did a show like 5-6 years ago where I redrew people's OCs and some movie characters and just did my own designs of them, and I called it the Redraw Show. I decided to change the name of it, uh, basically call it My Style, because instead of just doing redraws or, my interpretations of designs, I'm gonna try and branch out and not only do just that, but also maybe do some art challenges if people have any suggestions for them. I'm still gonna do the OCs and the movie characters, or just basically general prompt of the show is whatever it is, whether an art challenge or video game character or somebody's OC, what have you. It's gonna be in my style, which is why it is called My Style. I feel like that's a good way to put it. But nonetheless, let's open this first episode with a banger. So 5 years ago, in 2019, oh, I've aged like 15 years just by saying that. I made a video, which I will show a picture of here shortly. I drew my own design of a live action take on Sonic the Hedgehog after the demo design that was for that first trailer came out and everybody was freaking out about it. And I said it wasn't that bad. Now I'm going to do my own interpretation of it. And if you've seen that video, then you know that that drawing turned out a bit terrible. So yeah, I thought because Sonic is getting particularly relevant again with the third movie and the Year of the Shadow and all that. Well, I guess it's like the Year of Shadow. I figured it might be cool for the first episode to revisit one of my old drawings from 5 years ago and see if I can do any better this time. Which hopefully I can. We'll see how it goes from here. But let's get started. So let me pull up my references, because whenever I start the stream, it took them all away. I wonder why that is. But yes, so hopefully there should be like a little picture of the original in the corner here. Uh, this is going to have first episode syndrome, where it's basically just going to be explaining. We're just testing out the waters, getting the vibe. The main identity of Redraw is still intact, which is I'm just going to fumble around and talk to you guys during my artistic process. The only difference is there's not going to be a speed draw anymore. It's going to be with the flow. I'm going to draw the sketch and maybe some of the line art, and then it's going to fade in to a fully rendered drawing when I'm all done. So let's get started. All right. So first off, if you notice in the old drawing, I gave Sonic like lanky human ass proportions, which is terrible and stupid and dumb. So we're gonna try and make him look at least somewhat more similar to what he does in the actual games. So let's do that real quick. Let's get a good head shape in here. Whoop, already. Whoop, whoop. And then get the little lines in there, because of course. And and then we can get we're gonna do just the basic formatting of the pose first. So let's get his muzzle in here first, like that. His ears, like that, and then let's get his neck. He doesn't have a neck, so let's give him that little bean body that connects down to his head. Let's give him a little bit of a curve to it, like a little bit of like he's lunging forward a bit. This is going to be just the sketch. The rendered version will be all finished and it'll be all beautiful and lovely, and it'll fade in and everybody will go, wow, such improve, such good. Which I'm like, thank you. So let's go And then let's have him looking up. Because in the original drawing, he's kind of just like looking off to the side. He's got a kind of kind of cocky expression on his face, which is in character for him. So let's give him. And I do think we should keep him having the two separated eyes with the little tuft in the middle to represent the white in between his eyes, because the movie ended up doing that, and I thought that was a very nice way to go about that. Have him look up around here. Maybe he's gonna hold a ring. And let's give him his spikes before I forget. So it's like kind of like this kind of thing. Gonna give him some longer spines. Maybe I'll add some more detail to that at a later section. And give him a cheeky smirk. Maybe I'll give him like a slightly more angsty expression. Like a little more of a like a yeah, got it kind of thing. That could be cool. Maybe I'll change it to where he's looking at the camera. We'll see how it goes. So let's make him. He is literally just like scissor legging in the original. It's really goofy. So let's give him more of a dynamic pose. Maybe he's like lunging or something like that. We can still give him like lanky-ish legs. I think that wasn't really a huge problem with the original that I did. Give him some lanky legs. Well, maybe make him a little thicker than that, like that. Ooh, that might be a little too wide stance. Let's give him more like this kind of thing. Hopefully, that you guys did not just hear my burp, and if it did, I will edit that out. All right, let's get that going, and get the ears going and all that. I love how completely 180'd the movie thing with Sonic went. Because when I made the video, the original one, it was like, oh man, this movie's probably not going to be very good. It's probably going to be pretty dog shit because of the design and all that. And you know what? Literally just because the design got changed, it completely turned the whole destiny of the franchise around. And now the third one's coming out, and it's just like, who would have thunk it? If you had seen that original design like 5 years ago, like I did, and then gone like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a huge success, and it's going to be like, I'm gonna change the foot here. He looks like his foot is broken. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Maybe more like his foot is more of a forward position, like that. Maybe give him like a little bit of this going on. Yeah, that looks a little better. We'll fix it in post. But yeah, it's like just with the character design changing, now it's like, oh yeah, now there's a third movie coming out, and it's gonna be fantastic, and it's gonna be like a direct, basically film adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2, and it's like, we're living in the best timeline, like actually like insane how that happened. Now I do want to keep the little arm against the hip thing, because I like doing that. It's just a nice little thing that I like to do with my poses, I guess. It's like, what is the arm doing? Doing a heroic pose up against the arm like this. Yeah, that works. We'll give him a little tuft on his shoulder because he is a fuzzy little guy. Maybe give a little bit of a back spike for him. And now the big thing that I want to change here that I think could be really cool is I think giving him a little backpack strap with like the bag of rings from the movie. That could be pretty cool. And it like shows that it's the guy from the movie too. And we can do that. I think that looks good. Non-intrusive change. Maybe have him step on a little bit of a wall. Whenever somebody's lunging, always draw them standing on a random rock that they found on the ground, because That's what I be doing whenever I see random rocks on the ground, for sure. You know, give it a little bit of a... Oh, whoa! Whoa, move that back. Accidentally dragged the whole menu to the side. That's not good. Get some grass in here and... You know, like that. And then at last, maybe, like, add some little spikies just to emphasize him a little bit more. I do like the way I designed the shoes in the original. I thought that that was pretty okay, so I'm going to try and keep to that a little bit. And then we'll do one of these. He's like lunging his hand forward and he has his hand up, and I think he's going to do like a thumb and ring finger kind of pose where he's holding the ring from the original drawing. But it's going to be... Oh, that's way too... Yeah, but we'll have him like holding a ring like this. Ooh. Maybe a little shing. No, a little shing. Shing. Because it's shiny as heck. You know, all that. And then maybe we'll add some hills or something in the background, and maybe a loop-de-loop. If I knew how to draw a loop-de-loop. You want to learn how to talk? Okay. Want to draw a loop-de-loop? Pull it tight. Yeah, that could be cool. And then a little sky thing here. A little sky. Whoa, hey. Why do I keep pulling you out? There we go. Wouldn't be the first episode without a couple of mistakes, would it? But yeah. Look at that. That looks pretty good. And then you see right about now, we'll have a slow transition into the original. And then we'll have a transition from that to the new drawing. Have them side by side, maybe. We'll see how we can do with that. I can only do so much with Filmora. I'm not that smart, but we'll see what we can get. And yeah, look at that. A whole new thing. I think I've already done an immensely better job than I did with the original, and I'm very proud of myself for my improvement. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, you know, maybe subscribe, because I do plan on doing more of these. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye!